boys and girls, Mrs. Sadowski back with you again today, and we are going to go farther in Love That Dog. Remember, Jack is still waiting to hear back from Mr. Walter Dean Myers. He wants to put it out of his mind, but he can't, and it could take a long time to hear back. So he's just kind of waiting. He's also learned to use a computer to type his own words and has discovered spell check. So we're going to go a little bit farther with this, and then today we're going to do something called Diamonte Poem. So here we go, page 68. May 14th. I typed this up myself. My sky. We were outside in the street, me and some other kids, kicking the ball before dinner, and Sky was chasing, with his feet going every which way, and his tail wagging, and his mouth slobbering. And he was all over the place, smiling and wagging and slobbering and making us laugh. And my dad came walking up the street. He was way down there near the end. I could see him after he got off the bus, and he was walking, and I saw him wave, and he called out, "Hey there, son." And so I didn't see the car coming from the other way until someone else, one of the big kids, called out, "Car!" And I turned around and saw a blue car, splattered with mud, speeding down the road. And I saw Sky going after the ball, wagging his tail. And I called him, "Sky! Sky!" And he turned his head, but it was too late, because the blue car, splattered with mud, hit Sky. Thud, and kept on going. In such a hurry, so fast, so many miles to go, it couldn't even stop. And Sky was just there in the road, lying on his side, with his legs bent funny, and his side heaving. And he looked up at me, and I said, "Sky, Sky, Sky!" And then my dad was there, and he lifted Sky out of the road and laid him on the grass. And Sky closed his eyes, and he never opened them again, ever. Do you all understand what just happened? Jack just told us why he wrote about that blue car, why he didn't want to write his dog at first, but yet why his dog is special. Poor Jack lost his dog because somebody hit it with a car and didn't even bother to stop, and Jack saw the whole thing happen. I don't know about you, boys and girls, but I've lost a pet before, and it's very, very sad and emotional when a pet dies. But to see your pet get hit by a car, that would be really hard. And to watch your dog die, that would be really hard too. So I imagine that writing about his dog is a bit emotional for Jack. But at the same time, writing about something that's a painful memory and a painful experience can also be somewhat therapeutic. A lot of poets will use their emotions and their life experiences in order to write their poetry. And that's why we have some poems that are real serious and others that are funny. Some are romantic, some are happy, and some are sad. So I wonder, boys and girls, what kind of poem you will write today. Today you're going to be doing something called Diamonte Poetry. In Diamonte Poetry, your poem is going to end up looking like this right here. And it's going to be kind of a diamond shape, okay? And so when you have your words centered on the page, they should automatically form a diamond shape. Now over here on the left-hand side, these are descriptions. These are kind of like the directions, if you will, for how you're going to get to the actual poem. So let's read up here. Diamante is an unrhymed 7-line poem. The beginning and ending lines are the shortest, while the lines in the middle are longer, giving Diamante poems a diamond shape. So this author, Jacqueline Ortiz, wrote about snow. Now notice, there is a pattern to this. You're going to start with a noun. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. Okay? So you choose a noun, a person, a place, or thing. That becomes your first word. Then 2 adjectives. Okay, remember our adjectives are our describing words, right? So 2 words to describe snow. So snow is white and glittery. Okay, notice they're separated by a comma. The next line is going to be 3 words, and this time they're verbs. Remember, our verbs are our actions. And notice, we don't just want verbs that are actions, we want them to end in ing. So she starts out with snow, her noun, then the 2 adjectives, white, glittery, and now 3 verbs ending in ing, falling, freezing, gliding. Notice, all these words so far are describing snow. Now you have to come up with 4 more nouns that have to do with your original noun. So 4 person, places, or things that have to do with snow. So this author chose snowman, sled, night, and flake. Okay, so you can kind of see how all these things could be tied to snow. Then you go back to verbs again, and again it's going to be 3 verbs. So we build up 1, 2, 3, 4 words, and then we go backwards, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so verb, verb, verb. Again, these verbs are going to end in ing. So we have shining, falling, reflecting. 2 more adjectives, cold, wet. And 1 more noun to go with snow, and this author chose rain. Because after all, snow is a frozen form of rain, right? So you're going to do the same kind of thing on this next page. And remember, you can change your background color. If you don't want it to be pink, you can make it whatever color you want. Okay, be sure to give it a title up here. And then down here, you'll want to put your title. Put, by with your name. And then again, you're going to start with 1 noun, 2 adjectives, 3 verbs, 4 nouns, 3 verbs, 2 adjectives, 1 noun. If you're not sure, just go back to this original. It's not hard to click back and forth, right? So just kind of follow this. You have this as a guide to help you. So you can choose a thing, you can choose a person, you can choose a feeling, you can choose a mood, you can choose a place, okay? And your job is to go ahead and describe it. Cannot wait to see what you come up with, boys and girls. Mr. Ford, Mrs. Jansen, and myself are loving reading your poetry. Take care.